Okay, survey just got done and my fleet is now grouped up, so yeah, I'm gonna start to go after some creatures in here by the looks of it. Right, so let's move on. That science ship, I'm gonna have to use one of these for debris in a second as well. Is that another science ship? Right, let's come over here. Okay, I've added a number of buildings into the build list here. So I've got a mineral processing plant on that mineral tile. Stick an energy building there, an energy building there. I'm going to turn those over to minerals as well. Food, I've got 90.7. It's going to drop by a couple because I'm going to lose the food on those tiles, but they can upgrade that. What I really want there is the clinic and hospital type buildings that give habitability, but I haven't picked them up yet. Haven't seen them in the tech tree, sadly. But yeah, that's ready to turn over, and I've actually also just had enough influence to upgrade the capital tile there en route to getting the one beyond that, which gives extra influence. Right, let's turn over Dorville then. It's going to have a sector all of its own. So it's going to be the third sector. And that's done. So that is gone up by 10%. We're now on 5 per turn, and the money should have went up a bit as well. Okay, I think, oh, let's not forget to update this a bit. Put that up. I'll put that on finance as well. They're all on finance so far. Okay, brilliant. So I think I've done what I want to do there. Let's get this combat fleet down here then and attack whatever these aliens happen to be. I need to survey this system with the enigmatic fortress in, but I'm probably going to wait until I got a crappy scientist to do it, and some influence to replace him. So Delta Pavonis got surveyed. Where is that? That is over here. That's not quite within. Let's get it over to there. Okay. Maybe I should. Yeah, that's okay.
Anomaly found.
Right, so I'm gonna leave that be for now. It's not my best scientist. Okay, that is in. Oh, hang on a second. What else? Ah, there's a pirate station. I didn't realise that. That's where they must have formed many years ago. First things first, then let's take that pirate out. Don't know if there'll be any debris.
Hostile fleet engaged. Situation updated.
Pirate station raided. The Come to Light has destroyed a pirate station in an Aphra system and recovered its strong room module. Oh, I didn't know. Didn't think that was in the game before. Maybe that's a new event. Okay. And does seem to be some debris, so I better get over there in a second.
Construction complete.
The tree. Among the asteroids around M4-3547, a tree is drifting through the emptiness of space. An unprecedented and highly unlikely event. The tree is surrounded in a protective bubble, reminiscent of an energy shield. Suddenly we detect some hostile space dwellers on approach. This coincided with some sap leaking through the tree's shield while we collected samples. Could it have agitated the creatures? Issues special project.
Situation log updated.
Okay. Right, so that's taken care of. Where's... Right, so the tree was there. It said it was a hostile there, didn't it? Let's check this out. Do I want to do that now? Yeah, I guess so. As long as there's no hostile there, I might have to pay that a visit again in a second. Brachium finished. Let's bring that over to there. There. Okay. I probably need to be thinking about the next colony I do now as well, so it's going to be there maybe, but yeah, I'm a while away from getting the influence out. I would arguably want one of these ready to turn over as well before I do that.
Construction complete.
I don't mind going over this much though, as long as I've got decent money coming in. Unless I really need influence. Right, mining station Amias. Right, that science ship is working on it, good. Can't see any creatures there. Right, attack that. Avoid clouds.
Hostile fleet engaged. Special project complete.
Wow, okay. So we've got a completed special project for the tree. I'm sure that you have to do a lot more for this event before I'm sure I've had it before. So, special project completed. After rigorous research, we now understand why the tree sap summoned those creatures. The tree is able to produce a highly nutritious substance which has machine-like abilities to repair organic tissue. The tree is a tree of life. If we harvested it, we could use it to expand the lifespan of our people. But there is one problem. The tree's healing power is limited in amount. We could only use it to improve a small group of people's life substantially, or increase everyone's situation by a small amount. So we could give it to our leaders. They gain an extra 20-year lifespan. That would be useful. Means I wouldn't have to spend so much on influence to get new leaders after they die. There's a 5% happiness option for everyone, I think. Or I could leave the tree alone, and I assume that does nothing, but I haven't checked the event file, so I don't know. This is a really difficult decision. I think you can make a case for both of these. I think this may even have been boosted in this patch as well. I'm sure this wasn't as good before. Maybe it was like 2% happiness. 5% happiness is a nice amount. I'm trying to think of all the ways I could get happiness throughout the course of the game. Permanent. Yeah, all different sources, and I can't think of an awful lot. I've got communal already for my main race, but I wouldn't have that for everyone. That pre-sentient would be uplifted. That would be 20% extra happiness automatic. The thing is, if I conquer any races, the extra happiness would be great. Arguably, we suffer less from happiness problems than many races because of being collective. We don't get any influence boosts with any of the ethics I've got, so that would be rather nice. But we are collective, aren't we? So I'm going to give it to the people. Role player, if in doubt. Right, that's finished, so let's get that one over to there. That's actually 0% for level 4. Wow. Okay.
Situation log updated.
Right. That's been taken out. I only lost 1 Corvette. I think I lost 4 last time round. It's one of those. Ships have got upgraded since then now. So I've got a couple of debris I need to pick up down here when I've got a scientist spare. Okay, someone just died, another scientist. No surprises there, since most of my leaders are scientists and they're all old. So that's... which one of these was it? Hopefully not my anomaly guy. Shit, it was my anomaly guy. Right, that sucks. Really does suck, because there's quite a few anomalies I haven't picked up yet. Let's hopefully get another one then, if I can. No, I can't. There's no decent ones in here. So out of those, I mean, that's pretty good on certain anomalies, but they're very rare. The ancient civilization anomalies are, I think. Delete a lifespan. I think I've already got a field manipulation guy. I guess I'll recruit... won't be recruiting anything actually because I'm out of influence. Right, so let's get that back to Zafmak.
System survey complete. Anomaly found.
Right, it's actually an anomaly there I can do, and I will actually do that one. Level 5. Any scientist at level 5 is enough to do certain anomalies. At 0% risk. Found a society there, I've sent a constructor over to it.
Construction complete.
What is that? Research station Armias. Okay, that is done up there. Okay, let's stick that guy there.
Construction complete. System survey complete.
Okay, Romicus, where's that to? Right, it's done that. I want to get some debris, but you know what? This guy hasn't capped out yet, so I'm going to keep on surveying, I think, with it. Right, that's those guys down there, and they're in my territory, so I won't close the borders. Won't close the borders either, I think. Although they hate us. I don't want them going after me. Swirling shadows, immense ragged planes of shadow drift across Ashike 4A's face. They are cast not by clouds but by sheets of organic material drifting through the upper. I can't remember, I'm sure I've had that before in this game, maybe I'm wrong. +6 society. Yeah, I think we might have had that once before over here somewhere. So where was that to? So it's there. Wow, okay. Definitely need to get a constructor over there coming up once I've found one to go after. What's that anomaly? Right, 7%. I won't do these because I can get a better scientist later to pick him up. Same skill as the guy who just died. Right, so let's have a look over here for anomalies there. That one's 0%. Let's get him over there. He's the one I want to use in the debris as well. Now I do have enough influence now to hire a scientist, but you know what? I'm going to wait because I don't like any of those. And I also want to have enough influence to colonize that system coming up, maybe. Down there. So I'm kind of saving up for that as well. Right, there's a populace here. I think I'm gonna get that food. Let's get these growing, get the rest of the tiles. Could maybe turn that over coming up as well. Right, that's also got a new population. Let's stick that there and activate that. And I may even grade this as well. Okay. Pace completed there. Can have a couple of new destroyers, I think. Yeah, just about. Might be a tiny bit over. So it's March 36 when I can declare war.
Construction complete.
Okay, research station there. This constructor can go and pick up that society. 6 stacks of high society there. Railroad happen again. I haven't checked on that for ages. It looks like this Ferric Mog secessionist movement still, which is a bit of an issue. I think some of those guys turned pacifistic, so that's probably why they're causing me issues. It's a bit too far away from a capital. So it's causing Yeah, I'm getting
Anomaly
ethics
found.
drift there. Right, found an anomaly, but it's a bit too much. Actually, I'm supposed to be saving up for the capital building here as well, which gives another extra influence point, so... yeah, I don't think I'll be colonizing or buying scientists until I've built that. Might as well make sure about... if it gives an extra influence point, and I should get it as soon as possible, really. Okay, so we got a new population here. Let's get some more science, I think. And
Construction complete.
yeah, that. What is that? Research station on Romicus. Okay. Familiar shrine. Most of the asteroid being laser chiseled. Has been, is it? With great precision into the likeness of a small Macropteryx temple, or large shrine. A shrine to the Untold, the great destroyer deity of old Macropteryx faiths. The temple has been tumbling through the quiet of space for far longer than we have been capable of spaceflight, which is disturbing at best, terrifying at worst. Naturally, Science Officer Akir Farkiverta urges us to search for more stellar objects that match the characteristics of this space temple, and has uploaded a list of likely candidates in nearby systems to the situation log. We will not suffer this heresy. Order the silk to raise the shrine. Then a looking we shall go. Begins the shrines to the old gods event chain. This has something linked to our ethic. Now I think you can get this event even if you're not Fanatical Spiritualist. And if that is the case, then I should probably take that since it's special for our people. I guess ignorance is bliss, maybe. Yeah, I'm not going to suffer this heresy. Hopefully we get a really good bonus from it. I can't remember what you normally get from this event chain, but I'm going to be taking that. Okay. I think we pretty much got the best event actually, which was that tree event. Not sure how many better ones than that there are. I'm sure there are some other good ones. Yeah, nothing actually happened then, so maybe that was just the end of the event and I missed out on stuff, which is a shame if that is the case. Might get something later on, who knows.
Construction complete.
But, yeah, it did kind of suggest I should go for that with the Fanatical Spiritualist thing next to it. So, mining station is done, and Beer's Fruit Surface finished. I could upgrade that, and yeah, I probably will. Okay. I think I've only got minerals left for mining stations now. Just lost another... oh, a governor actually. That was the substance abuser governor. And... we probably should recruit a replacement for her. I mean, she does give... she's especially useful for getting influence costs down. I've got a few places I'm gonna need her for coming up, I guess, so yeah, I'll hire her. Or him, who knows. Right, so I'm gonna put them on there. And I can go wherever.
Research complete.
Governor leveled up immediately. Really? That was quick. I've only just got her. Don't know how that happened. Right, so we got research completed. Slave army becomes available. And slave processing facility. Let's check out how good the slave army is, because I haven't really paid intentions this before I even had it. Can't remember. Right, so it's actually really cheap. Takes less time. Health and morale is the same. The damage and morale damage. Well, the morale damage for that is higher, but the normal damage is... Yes, it's only worse on morale damage by the looks of it. It's cheaper in maintenance as well. I don't really see a good reason to make them, really, unless you could get a further bonus down the line somehow. Now what I'd really like here for the society tank is the gene one which showed up once and hasn't come back, but it's not in the list there. I could get extra naval capacity and the biolabs there, which would be great, and in fact I may want to get that. I'm not sure if you can make that without upgrading the capital tile further though. But you know what? I think I'm going to pick it up nonetheless, rather than a cheaper one, which I'm tempted to. So how long would that take? 35 months. Yeah, it will work out eventually. Right, I could now maybe be making some slave processing buildings. The question is whether or not it's worthwhile. So this is very expensive, but luckily it doesn't cost any maintenance. You get an extra 5% mineral output and food output. So I've taken a minute out to try and figure out if it's worthwhile making these or not, and I've added some slaves which I'd forgotten to do also. So it gives a 5% bonus. So one way you could maybe try and figure this out is by adding your mineral total and your food total. So in this case it would be around 50, and then you divide that by 20, or basically figure out what the 5% amount is. So 50 would be 2.5, is that right? 5% of that. And if 2.5 is more than the amounts that you could get for making your best mining or food building, then it's worthwhile making. I think that's how I would figure it out. And the truth is, it probably isn't, is it? 2.5, I can get a level 3 mine currently with my current tech. So yeah, I don't really see a good reason to make them if my calculation is right, and I'm not saying it is because I'm not exactly the best person at math, but yeah, I don't think they're going to be worthwhile. They're also very expensive as well, 350 minerals. Yeah, so I think it would be better just to make a mine in this circumstance. So I'm not going to be making any of those, at least until I can find a place where I think it would be worthwhile. Okay, so let's keep on going then. If you've got a planet that's got tons of mines and tons of food and that's pretty much it, then I reckon they would probably be just about worthwhile, but you're not going to have too many of those more than likely. So Chrysalis Spaceport, made a destroyer, and we're actually a tiny bit over, but we should get some more population in a bit. Swirling Shadows, I'm sure we've had that. Well, I think this is the third time I've had this now. Wow. And I've got another society boost from it, so I'm getting incredibly lucky with those anomalies. Where was that? That's in that system there. So I need to get construct the ship over. Where is that one to? It's coming down there. Running busy currently. Right, this I can get back out. I think I'll upgrade it first. Where's it going to?
Construction complete.
Right, mine station on Anessa. Right, so let's get this one over to here then and pick that up. So if you get those, if you try and pick up anomalies early when you got a chance of failing, I could have missed out on all that society. I mean, it would have been nice to get it earlier, but it's not definite, far from definite.
Ships upgraded.
Okay, that's upgraded. So let's get you back out. Let's find some anomalies. That one, That's too high. There's that one. I think that's probably too high. Yep. Nessa. Right, let's do that one. Okay. If you want to refresh your anomalies as well, press the Alt key. Sometimes they don't always show up.